Hello everyone, my name is Puru Pathak and today I'll be guiding you through the basics of a hash map in Java. So a hash map basically is a vital data structure and it is used for the reason of efficiency, and it makes a lot of things easier for you, maybe to print in a matrix style data set. So today I'll be guiding you through the basics of hash map. It's kind of similar to the PHP influenced associative arrays. So what I mean by that is it corresponds to a key value pair, and it is implemented through the map interface in Java. They're also similar to the hash tables, but of course there are exceptions. The main difference mainly stands in the sense that the hash map methods are unsynchronized, and it also allows you null key and null values, but the same thing is not permitted in a hash table. So that's where the difference stands. So in this tutorial we'll be going through the basics of HashMap in Java. So to implement HashMap, you will need to use the util package in Java, and there will be a lot of classes and methods which will be vital to the HashMap implementation. So let's start with the basics or the main implementation of the HashMap. So as I said, we'll be using the util package. So let's start by doing that. Okay, and that should be it. And let's start with the base class now. So let's say base1. Okay. Oops, you can see, there you go. So now we'll be using, or maybe we'll start by initializing the HashMap object. Let's do that first. There you go, HashMap. So let's say we could do a string as a key, and the value could be an integer. So string integer. You can call it HM. And here we go, let's copy this. There we go. Let's implement it as an interface. So as I said, a hash map consists of a key value pair. In this case, let's take the key as a string and the value could be an integer. So what we could do here is maybe we could implement or probably represent a set of users with their corresponding bank balances. So the user name could be entered as a string and the bank balance could be an integer. For that, to make entries into the hash table, you will have to use, hash map, we'll have to use the put method from the util packages. So let's do that. hm.put. Here we go. So the key would be a string, let's say myself Puru, and the value could be my bank balance. So let's just start with $1,000, and let's create a few more users. Okay, so let's say Kitan could be having $100, and this could be Sagar, $200. Okay, and now what we could do is we could just retrieve a certain value from a hash map, and that could be done with the help of the get method. Let's do that. And we could say maybe whose initial balance is, that could be obtained using the get method. So hm.get, and you have to enter the key, which is Puru. Okay, oops, sorry, there we go. A typo there. Now it's good. So let's just try to run this, and you can see this value, which is 1000, which we entered in the hash map here, has been retrieved. So this is the basic way to initialize and get a value which has been put initially. Let's move further. Now what we could do now is let's iterate through a hash map. For that you will have to create two different objects again. That could be a set and an iterator. So let's start by doing that. A set is basically used to display the contents of a hash map. So I'll have to do that first. Dot, yeah, okay. Now this entry set is a method which has to be used, and an iterator, as I said. Iterator could be I, and set. Now you have to iterate through the set, so we have to initialize the set first. Iterator. There you go. Sorry there. Now I need to iterate through the entire hash map so as to get the contents of the hash map. So let's loop using the iterator here, what we have got. So has next is a method that can be used. There we go. And now we'll have to use a map entry here to iterate through, and let's create an object, say map entry, so me, and let's go by doing that again, map dot entry I, and let's iterate through this. There you go. Now I need to print the contents. Say I need to get the keys or the user for the map, so we can know who all are the users into a bank record. So let's do that. And we could say users in this bank are, oops, okay, and that could be obtained by using the map.entry object, which is me dot get key. There we go. And this could give us all the users. Let's check that. There we go. Sagar, Ketan, Puru, all the three users in the bank have been displayed. So this is the way in which you can iterate through a hash map. Now for instance, say I need to sort my hash map. So for that there is a way to do that, and you can use a tree map, which is a simple way to sort a hash map, which we have. So let's try to do that. Let's start by taking a tree map object, sorry. There we go. Say tree is equal to new tree map, and let's pass the hash map object inside this, and print the object, as we could say the sorted hash map is, and just pass the tree map object, which is tree in our case, and this should print it. Let's see. You can see they have been sorted on the basis of the value, as you can see. If you also want to know the size of the hash map of the element entries, well, that can also be done through an inbuilt function in HashMap, which is the size. So maybe if you want to print the size of a HashMap, okay, here we go, and that just be done by using dot size. There we go. Let's check that, and you can see the size is 3. Now we can also manipulate the values in a hash map, and for instance, say I get $1,000 more through a paycheck, then I need to update my entries into this hash map. That can also be done on the go. So I can start here. Let's say I want to increase my balance by say $1,000. So what we could do here is, maybe let's take a variable int balance, and let's store the entry for myself here. Once you do that, let's say you want to add $1,000 to my balance. So what we could do here is balance is equal to balance plus 10,000. There we go. And what you need to do is just update the hash map by using the put method. So let's say hm.put, and just update. So the key, again, as we know, is here. Oops, sorry. Yeah, and the value could be the new value, which is balance. And what's the error? Oops, I need to complete it. Right, and let's try to print that now, to see if the new entry has been added. So updated balances, and I think that looks good. Let's try that. Here we go. So my initial balance was $1,000. We added $10,000 here, and now it becomes updated to the new value. So that's how you update a value in a hash map as well. So this is how an hash map is implemented in Java. It's not that difficult at all, although people fear on implementing this, and it's quite frequently asked in the interviews as well. So yeah, stay tuned, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Peace.